Let's talk about my thoughts on a very popular and common quote we all use, and that's two heads are better than one. I've always reacted to this quotation when it comes up in conversations. I remember the very first time I thought about that. That was way back in high school. I was having a conversation with my best friend, Emmanuel Morty. Shout out to you, bro. So we're having a conversation and the thing popped up. I think we're in a group of 4. So that quote popped up and I was like, are 2 heads really better than one? What if the 2 heads you're looking at are 2 foolish heads? And since then, in my inner circle, if I'm having conversations and this quotation come up, I always ask the question, what if they are 2 foolish heads? I mean, this particular quote is probably grounded in scriptures. It's taken out of Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 9 to 12, which talks about 2 being better than 1. It didn't say 2 heads are better than 1, but it says 2 are better than 1, right? And what we will learn from that scripture, and even the general quotation that 2 heads are better than 1, it stems from collaboration. When 2 people collaborate, yeah, they do better than 1 person. But then we also need to be looking at the value, not just the numbers. I think what we mostly focus on is the numbers, because if you're looking at 2 people who are unwise, 2 people who lack direction, and 2 people who lack clarity, if you bring these 2 people together and you ask them to work together, right, to collaborate and work, it's unlikely that they are going to perform better than 1 person who has the wisdom, who has the knowledge, who has clarity on purpose, right? A typical example I could give to illustrate this is if you are a very strong person, extremely strong, and we see this in movies, especially, I mean, those who watch this kind of Blue Man movie, yeah, Bisha, that kind of thing. I watch those movies a lot. So you have this 1 person, and then 3, 4, 5, 7 people collaborate, and they cannot even beat the person. So it also brings back the idea, it's not about numbers, it's about value, it's about quality. So if 2 heads are better than 1, then these 2 heads should be of the same value, of the same clarity, of the same knowledge, of the same wisdom. Like it should not be based on value. It should not be based on numbers. It should rather be based on value.